Yo, party people of the world and life, Maverick fam, how y'all doing? Your boy Dion back with another episode of Epic Rants. Unfortunately, we didn't have one last episode, wasn't able to get one up, but we're back, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. Now, if you are new to the series, this is the series where you guys send questions in, ReachiMav@gmail.com, email your boy, and I give you my 2 cents on it. Could be some, funny, lighthearted, or it could be something serious, whatever it is. It's not that I answer every email. I mean, there's thousands of them in here. Some of them I sift through, look for good ones that I think might bless a lot of people, and then I answer it. Or if it's a frequently asked question. Some of you guys are asking questions that I've answered in previous episodes, so I suggest you go back, check out the playlist. We have all the questions time-stamped. If they're not, usually I'm pinning a comment. So if you look in the description and there's no timestamps, then maybe like the top comment, I pinned it, and it has all the subjects that I talk about and the timestamps, so you can go straight to it. You don't gotta waste your time with something that you don't want to hear. Let's dive right into this so I can try and not be too long-winded. I'm trying to get better at that. The first question is from my man David, and he has a good one. He says, will you ever play Juice or anybody else one-on-one to upload? I think we all want to see you ball or get worked. In short, probably not. I don't think I'll ever be in that lane. I like where I'm at now. I used to ball. I'm old. I'm 27. I'm 26? Or am I 27? Dang, I'm 27, fam. See, Juice, that's why I don't like you, dog. 27? Because you try and get my hopes up. I'm pretty sure I'm 27. I was born in 90. Jazz just turned 28, yeah. So my wife old. I'm almost old. No, I mean, obviously I talk to older people and they're like, you young. But with what I do is like in gaming, I feel old because I'm around people that is a lot younger than me. So, and then when I play ball, I would say on average, most people are younger than me, right? And I've turned into that old washed up ninja on the court. And it took me a very long time to be okay with that. And that's good for me because y'all see how competitive I am when I'm like seriously playing ball, which I haven't done in 7 years plus. I'm relentless and I want to win, and I'm more salty than y'all have ever seen me be salty. And so I don't want to go back to that. Not at all. If I'm taking 1v1 L's on YouTube, I'll go back to that. And I'll start turning into a Rocky movie, drinking egg whites, running stairs, trying to get in shape and doing, all this for stuff that's really not that important. And so because of that, no, I don't think I'll ever jump into that lane. We will do more sports challenges though, like the ones that we've been doing, probably more of those. That's actually a goal we have a lot on the schedule. So we're actually about to go record one when I'm done with this. So yeah. That's what I'll say. Who knows? Maybe I'll do stuff with like Juice. I can see myself like playing Juice, or maybe like family and within Daily Dose episodes. But as of right now, I don't know. We'll see. Let's give it a few years. If Juice feels like confident that he'll beat me, that'll probably be the one time y'all see me hoop. Right now, Juice can't beat me. I love y'all and I love him. And that's not bashing. Look, Juice is right here. Can you wave to them, Juice?
What up, y'all?
People swear I'm talking crap when I say that, and I'm not. So let me explain that. Juice is good at basketball. I've hooped with Juice plenty of times on the same team, on different teams. We've played 5-on-5. He's on the other team. I'm guarding him, and he's gotten buckets on me. He's had games where he's had more points on me than I've had on him. So Juice isn't bad. Now, in a one-on-one setting, though, Juice can't beat me. Juice, do you think he can beat me in one-on-one?
No.
All right, Juice says no. And I'm going to tell you why no. And that's not because y'all got to realize one-on-one is a different kind of basketball. Just because you're good at one-on-one don't mean you're necessarily good in a way that'll get you paid in life. And so things that I'm good at versus what Juice is good at just really helped me in a one-on-one sense. I know Juice's game very, very well. And I got some of the physical capabilities of stopping that. I watched him very close. I was helping him with his game when he was trying to walk on at UNM. And so I know exactly when Juice is going to a certain move. If it's a one-on-one setting, I don't have to worry about no screens and transition and stuff like that. Like, it's just, Juice ain't winning. And a 5-on-5, like that's probably what y'all should, and that's something y'all might even see before y'all see a one-on-one. That'd probably be more interesting to watch. And that's Juice saying that, not just me. So I don't know why people are so hung up on that. And then when I say it, they're like, oh, shots at Juice. I'm like, no, it's not that serious. But besides that, I don't think I'll be doing nothing. Good question though. This is kind of an interesting one. So my dude says, I was just wondering, I've noticed that people are around high school, they spend a lot of money on girlfriends. I know this to be kind of bad because it's a waste of money when you probably aren't going to be married ever or anything like that. Can you give me your 2 cents on it? Is it good or bad on whether you should do that type of thing? I might have to expand this a little bit. Trent, come here. Trent just walked in here. You spend money on your girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So tell them why. Why do you do that?
Because it's a waste of money.
Kind of like gambling. That's why you do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go sit down. Personally, man, I don't think it's a waste of money. I think there's a limit, right? You don't need to be going crazy, but especially when you're 16, depending on how you're living and what your situation is, you don't have no crazy responsibilities. And so it makes sense that like your girlfriend is one of the most important things to you. Not cut over spiritualize and say, but Jesus, not Jesus. She can't be in front of Jesus, which is true. And that's not even over spiritualizing. That's how it should be. But my mindset on money is different than a lot of people. I come from like an abundance approach, right? And I don't hold on to money like some people hold on to money. And I spend money on a lot of things that people wouldn't value like I do. You know, I'll value experiences and memories and lessons learned. I spend a lot of money on some things that I only want, like thousands on things that I might only learn something small, but that something small like benefits me so much. And so I don't think that's bad. You learn a lot about relationships in high school because at first you think that girl that you're with, most people think they will marry that person. I can't tell you how many emails I got from 16-year-olds. It's like, I want to kill myself. I'm drinking bleach tonight because she left me. She was my everything. I'm like, how long were y'all together? 2 weeks. And I'm like, bro, trust me, you're going to learn from this. You're going to come out stronger. And so I don't think that there's no black and white answer that's like, no, that's bad to spend money on this girl because you guys won't be together forever. You may learn lessons in that relationship that make you more grateful for the girl you do end up being with. Or you learn things that you don't like, or you learn things that help you find that girl that will be the girl that you are with forever. So, I mean, I wouldn't be spending all of your money on your girlfriend or even your wife, right? But I don't think it's necessarily bad. That's just my 2 cents though. All right, this is a good question too. Basically, it's a little bit longer, but I'm gonna shorten it for you guys. My man's asking, should he go to college? He wants to do some stuff in fitness. He wants to be like a physical trainer. Basically, his family is always just cramming college down his throat. I honestly don't see the point in spending thousands of dollars on a piece of paper. And I say that because none of what they teach me is going to help you in life, nor will I need it. But all I hear is degree this and degree that. What do you think? I can barely help. I know I could really use your help. And if you wanted to get a personal trainer, I could promise you results. Would you care if I had he's basically asking the question. But would you care if I had a paper in the background with college on it? Okay. So if you follow me for a little bit, you already know my thoughts on this. I am not a fan of college for everyone. I think for some people it makes sense. I don't know that I know enough about becoming a physical or like a personal trainer. I feel like there's something else you can do that's like not in college that gets you certified. Is that right? If that's the case, I don't think you need college. I've seen a lot of people that didn't get business degrees, didn't get degrees in marketing, like your boy, and know so much more, and they learned a lot off of their experiences. And it doesn't mean just because you don't go to college that you can't learn and that you can't invest in learning. I honestly don't know like a peer of mine, like someone that I really know of, that spent more on education than me. And I only did 1 year of college and I dropped out, and them student loan just still trying to catch me. So I guess I can't even say I paid for that. I'm hard-headed. Don't mind your business. I've argued with people that just, because that's the old model, and I get where people get it from, because that's the old model. You go to school, you get a good job, and you stay at that job for 40 years, and then you retire, and then you live off of that. That's dope. That was the get rich slow model. It's cool, and it still works to this day. Not as much as it used to, because the employment isn't like it used to be, but it still works. But is it the most effective one? Not for everybody in every situation. If you're trying to be a surgeon, you better go to motherfluffing college, or you ain't touching me. I promise you that. I promise you, boo-boo. You trying to defend me in court, boy, you better have passed a couple bars, right? Of course. So for some people, I think you have to, but I can make this video a lot longer arguing that you do not need to go to, everybody does not need to go to college, and that's been proven over and over and over again. And I think some people's lives, they'd be so much more free if they just were able to let that go, and their parents hold these things over them, and they gotta go to college. And I get it, because they do it out of love, and they want the best. They want the best for their kids, so I get that. But I think you need to look at all of the information, and when you're making that decision, you need to realize that there should be other options on the table, and it's not just college or die. It's like when it comes to like Trent and how I'm trying to lead him, and even my kids, they don't have to go to college. If they want to, then great. It's not like, don't go to college. I don't think it's a complete complete waste of time. I don't think college is optimized and how it should be. So I do think there is wasted time in college, but you know, it just is what it is, right? And for some jobs, you need that paper, which sucks. But there's, yeah, and I can keep going on this, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Good question. Terrell asking, I feel like I've answered this on one of the recent not daily doses, but epic rants, but maybe I didn't, so I'll readdress this really quick. Make sure you guys are going back watching the old ones. But he basically asked, how did I stop cussing? And so I'll expand this a little bit. He said, I've seen some changes in me that I'm proud of, but I want to keep going, which leads into my second question is, how did you start to get a better relationship with God and start to learn more about, okay, so I kind of skipped down into it. So he's asking, how does he stop cussing and get closer to God? I'm pretty sure I've answered how to get closer to God. But really it just comes down to any kind of change that you're trying to do in your life, not just cussing. Is like, what is your reason for doing it? If it's just because it sounds good, or honestly, if you're just doing it because the Bible told me so, that's not, I've seen that over and over again, that's not a good enough reason. You need to really understand, why is the Bible telling you that? Why does that benefit your life? How does that, what role does this play in eternity, changing other people's lives? Because the Bible isn't just saying to do it just to do it. And so when you really understand that, that's when it starts to have a bigger impact on your life and the results that you get. So if you're trying to change, and it could be not even cursing, it could be losing weight, whatever it is, why are you doing it? And so often when you're not getting the results in that area is because the reason isn't good enough. The reason why you're doing it isn't enough to just keep you up at night. I laid in bed last night at a decent time. I didn't go to sleep at a decent time because my mind was just racing. These dreams, these things that I want to do and I want to accomplish, they keep me up at night. I'm trying to do some big things. So it's like, how are you so motivated, Mav? How am I not motivated? That's the better question, because I have these strong reasons why I do what I do. So, good question. Hope that helped. All right, I got another good email here. I'll probably read a lot of this in its entirety. I think some of you guys might connect with this in some sort of way. Maybe just be open-minded as you're reading this, and maybe it touches on something that's similar to your situation, and so maybe it helps. But so my dude is in high school, and he says, I'm using your email as a way for me to vent and hopefully get some advice. I come from an extremely privileged background. Both my parents are doctors. So we have a very comfortable life. I have a lot of problems with looking in the mirror and seeing someone that is evil or that I don't want to see. I'm very popular, but I am only that way because I go along with everyone. I will be friends with people just to get invited to parties and such. I don't know how to look at myself in a better light. If I know these things are wrong with me, I know everything that is bad about myself. I watch porn, I'm overweight, and I'm not as smart as my parents expect me to be, especially with siblings that are super successful. I am just having trouble seeing the good things about me and how to take action on the bad things. I think a lot of people live in a life like that, where it's like we beat ourselves up and we feel like we're underachieving and we don't know how to see the good in us. And then, you know, some people aren't happy with the people they see in the mirror. So first off, I think you should be happy. There's a few different ways I can go about it. I think that when we're off a little bit, I think God convicts us when we're off and we're not where we should be, and that's because he loves us, and that should make you happy that he does care and that he's trying to get you back on the right path. If you don't believe in God and you just want to say that you just don't feel, you know, with certain things though, if you don't have any moral objective morality, I don't know where that you get these feelings that what you're doing is bad or wrong or not good or even evil. I don't even know how you answer that question without God. So I'm assuming that you believe in God if you're saying stuff's evil, because if you didn't, you don't really have nothing to point and be like, all right, this is evil. You know what I mean? Like, the universe can't tell you that something's evil and things are bad, right? And so I'm assuming here, but even if not, it's that feeling that you have, that's good, that's feedback. That's our emotions. Sometimes people try to like suppress their emotions and stop feeling things and go cold. And it's not the issue. Just because your emotions and how you might have responded to them got you in trouble, that doesn't mean that your emotions are the issue, right? You just need to learn with how you're managing them and dealing with them. The emotions itself are good. They're giving you feedback. They're letting you know that something needs to change and should change. So then it's up to you to start making that change. I think it starts with you, of course, not overwhelming yourself. I mean, we all could do that. Find all of what's bad with us and then just meditate on that. And then no wonder you start, you know, we have things like depression and suicide and stuff like that. And I had a video, I don't remember what episode it was, but I kind of talked to you guys about the picture and like readjusting and reframing things and being careful what you magnify in your life, because that's very, very, very dangerous. And what's also dangerous, and this is more of, I would say, for your parents than you sometimes, but because you said you're not as smart as your parents expect you to be, especially with siblings that are super successful. This is something that this is trouble that we all get ourselves in from time to time. Well, hold up. As smart as your parents expect you to be. We got to talk about, I don't know what they expect you to be. If they just like, come on, man, let me get some C's in school, and you underachieving under that, I might argue that you could be doing better. But, you know, maybe your brothers are up here and maybe you're right here, but maybe everyone else is down here and you're still doing very good. And then super successful, like, what are you using to define success? You know, you could be, especially from a Christian worldview, there's a lot of things that the world defines as success that is clearly a failure, and a really easy way to jack up your life for eternity. And so I think you got to be careful with what measuring stick you're using for your life. All right, and if you're always trying to use other people's measuring stick, you're going to get yourself in trouble, because you can't be defining what success is for you based off of my life. If you're comparing yourself to me and trying to decide on whether you're successful or not, you're always going to lose every single time, because you can't do my life better than I can do my life. You know what I mean? And success for me might be a little bit different as far as success is for you is concerned. And so you do need to meditate on the fact that we all are different. We all have unique talents and abilities, and God put us all here. We do have some common goals, right? And some common things that we're working on, but we all have different purposes here. And so your success could look a lot different than my success. And so you have to be careful. So your success could be a lot different than your brother's success. And it's not that anything wrong with you. You're actually right, and you're doing great for you. But because you're comparing yourself to, you know what I mean, this wallet, it does a really good job at being a wallet, but it's a really crappy job at being a cell phone. I mean, I'm assuming here, I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming it does a really bad job at being a cell phone. Now, if it spent its whole life trying to become this cell phone, of course it's going to be suicidal and depressed, and it's never going to enjoy life, and it's never going to live, because it's set on thinking it's supposed to be this cell phone. Once it realizes it's a wallet and it does these wallety things, oh, look at this fire analogy. I ain't even mean to do this, but look at all them. All right, y'all get what I'm saying, right? That was actually pretty dope. You should thumbs up the video for that. That was off the side. You see the money coming at that. But see, and then some people think this is success, right? And this isn't. I mean, you asked me, this isn't success, and so you got to be careful. And it'd be a good exercise for some of you guys to really sit down and write out what you think success is. You can leave it as a comment as you want, if you want, and you got to get right with that. And I think once you do, you really start living, because you're living for you and not someone else. All right, I hope that made sense. We'll wrap this episode up here. I got to quite a few questions. If this blessed you, helped you out in any way, you know what to do. Leave a comment, let me know, because stuff like that keeps me going. Knowing that you guys got something out of this, for real, means the world to me. So thank you for watching. Send your boy an email at reachimav@gmail.com. Till next time, God first, God bless.